Hey dude, definitely a first. There we go, it's all working. It helps if you ask it in Twitch, just because that's where I'm trying to keep my focus, but I have got both up anyway, so feel free to ask any questions you want. This was a really good haul considering I've been at work all day. Wow.
Hello.
Hey Chris. You've been waiting all day for me to stream. I'm not sure if that's flattering or slightly creepy.
I've not been waiting all day for you to stream.
Not you. By the way, your mic sounds really bad. You sound like really distant.
Yeah, sorry, the microphone's across the room.
Alpha, I'm not sure if they're recruiting. We've just changed a couple of things, dude, but it's definitely worth having a talk to some of the guys and see what they say. I'm not sure who's handling it at the minute. I think Paddy and Yeah Buddy. Quite literally, his name is Yeah Buddy. I'd say your best bets are Yeah Buddy and Paddy Whack. Yeah, I played on PC. Played on PC from launch for about a year, and then I went back not long before Xbox launched and played for a little bit longer. What would I recommend to do for streaming? Not sure, to be fair. I'll let you know when I work out how to make it work streaming.
Are you on Twitch or YouTube or both?
All three.
I mean, like live right now, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Right, okay.
Prefer Twitch if you want to do it.
I'll look on Twitch. YouTube's crap. It's not bad, it's just not great. It's just like the delay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 relics. 10 relics while at work. That is not too shabby at all.
You know, Xbox Steam turned off in the last month.
You what, sorry? My Xbox been what?
Has it been turned off in the last sort of month?
Probably not, no. It's not creepy. I'm glad that you wanna watch, to be fair. Let's see where we're standing with money. Money. None of my memory fragments sold, so somebody's tanked the price again. Ooh, that's nasty. That's real nasty. We'll do that instead. I hate that they've released Valencia before Awakening, and I don't see why they've done absolute skills, considering one of the requirements for absolutes was always to be awakened. So the fact that they've done absolutes first is really stupid, but at the same time, some classes are going to benefit from it. The annoying thing for most people, though, is that if you're not 59 or close to 60 now, then you're not going to benefit from absolute skills anyway. And you're not going to have the benefit of the skill points spare. So luckily, I've been saving skill points, but I'm still not over 1,000 yet, and you need to be about 1,200. So that's the plan. That's definitely the plan. So we're on 50 something relics now as well. Just bought a bunch. Damn. When prices start dropping, it's because there is... it's usually caused by people trying to undercut to drop their prices. It drives the price down. And when it drives the price down and more people are buying at a lower price, then it brings the price down. And then it takes people to push the price back up by listing at a higher price. But people tend not to do that because they want a quick sale, so it screws the market. It's just annoying, but that's the marketplace. It's not the greatest thing in the world.
Not only do you get entertainment, you get an economics lesson at the same time.
Yeah, economics.
That's a one, supply and demand.
I'm in alpha on EU, and skill points grinding, you pretty much just want to grind. Some areas have higher skill point or higher skill experience, but for the most part, you just want to grind anything and everything.
What's up,
Come down, I got something for you to show you.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. The Elven DLC comes out right after the Dwarves and just before the Goblins. Yeah, people are stupid. Like, whenever there's a player-driven economy, people will mess up because they will always undercut, and people will undercut to the cost of their own materials, and it just makes no sense why people do it. But that being said, I've just listed 100 memory fragments at 1.1 million, which is incredibly stupid as well. Like, the price will come back up tonight. The price will climb, and it will go back up. And I play on EU. As for which server on EU, I switch around non-stop. Non-stop.
Sorry, back.
That's
just
good.
chicken boy.
Chicken boy.
Chicken boy.
We like chicken boy. We like chicken boy. I need 8, actually, not 7. God damn it.
I think Chicken Boy should have a cameo appearance on your stream.
Yeah, man, let's get Chicken Boy in the stream.
Nah, that's it.
Still waiting 6 more months for Nugget Boy to come along.
Yeah.
As soon as Nugget Boy comes along, we'll just pay the 170 for it. Screw it, I can't be asked messing about with prices. And they didn't buy anyway. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. It's so dumb. The marketplace is all over the place, but that's part and parcel of the game. It can be quite fun to mess about with. Pets. And we don't need you. Alright, we're gonna do the last 20%. I'm gonna hit 58 today. I'm gonna start the skill point down. I've got 2 weeks to get another 200 odd skill points, so no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. I really need to get out of the habit of just using cheap pet food. Limited experience with warriors, to be fair, not enough to be comfortable with the class. Why have I not got my weapon? Oh, because I had my fishing rod out. Ooh. Which Sark are you trying to get? Depends entirely on which Sark you're trying to get. As for Valencia, Valencia's on the 8th, but Awakening isn't coming with Valencia. So we're getting absolute skills, but no Awakening. bullshit. And Imperial vendors should come with Valencia, but they haven't confirmed all the content of Valencia. Blade will fill quicker than Gauntlet. Gauntlet at the minute is taking a long time to fill because it's the lowest priced. So whenever anybody gets a Zarka box that they're selling, they can get 211 million for a Gauntlet. Wow, they can only get 201 for a Blade, so I take it back. Blades will take longer. Whereas an Amulet, you're looking at being able to get 259 million for it. So if anybody's selling for profit, they're not going to sell one of the lower selling items. So I got 3 Zarka amulets in 4 days at max bid when I was debating coming back to Sork or not. However, I'd probably say you're looking in excess of a week for a Gauntlet, maybe longer for a Blade, depending. What you might want to do is think about pre-ordering the plus 15 instead. Or not the plus 15, sorry, the Prio Duo. And yeah, Reckless, May the 8th is Valencia. It's been announced today on the website. We're getting Valencia, we're getting CP dishes, we're getting absolute skills, and we're getting the Kutum boss. If you manage to get a bid at 259, then it might. Marketplace can be fickle. The problem with pre-orders and Zarkas, and it's one of the reasons why I put that Laverto video up, is because everybody keeps telling people to hold off for Zarka, hold for Zarka, hold for Zarka, but you're going to find out firsthand that getting a drop is hard and getting a pre-order is just as hard at the minute when so many people want it. And it doesn't help that you play in a class when people are re-rolling to it. Ooh, is Zarka in 10 minutes? I haven't checked my timings for today. Oh my god, my buttons out. I play on a 1X, yeah. Zarka in 8 minutes. Thank you for pointing that out, that I was running the complete wrong way. Yeah, Yuria to Laverto is a big difference straight away. Recommended gear score for Valencia. Most people are going to struggle grinding Valencia. Not going to lie, most people are going to struggle. I'm looking to go into it with about 180 AP and probably 270 DP, give or take. Did someone seriously just tet a Skarlanek? No, they failed a tet Skarlanek. What a stupid attempt. That was bizarre. It's on the main website, on the Xbox Play Black Desert website. Yeah, Valencia, I'd say anything over 250 DP wise, anything over 180 AP wise, you're going to want an accuracy offhand because you're going to struggle out there if you're lower level. People should be aiming for a level 59 before Valencia hits, if possible, and then worry about 60-61 in Valencia where the grind spots are better. The thing you want to focus on for the next 2 weeks are 59 and getting full skill points, as many skill points as you can physically get. But Laverto, it's a resource sink. It is a resource sink, but so is mashing together 5 Overga rings and failing every single one of them. Go for it, Will. Ask any questions, I'll make sure that I answer everyone that I can. 2 Heave, 2 Grunil. Wouldn't go 2 Heave, 2 Zeref. I don't see the point in Zeref. I think it's an inferior set. You miss out on 2 crystal slots. There is very, very few reasons that anybody could convince me to pass up 2 crystal slots. 59 is not crazy. If you think 59 is crazy, then 59, 59, 60, 59, 59, 59, 58. Yeah, bunch of alts and the reset on this on the menu. Most of alpha are 58 to 59. Tri-Laverto's good. I would have a Tri-Laverto if I didn't get my Zarka. I would have a Laverto. It doesn't matter what people say. I will put resources into getting the best AP gains that I can get at any given time. If I had a Uria, getting a Laverto would be the best AP gain I could get, or the best overall stat increase I could get. So yeah, definitely, man. Good area to grind levels. Depends what level you're at. Grinding levels really depends where you're at. 60 is crazy. I'm not going to lie, the people who got to 60 have played non-stop. And I do mean non-stop. The people who got to 59 have been grinding a lot, but I should have been 59. And I will be 59 by the time Valencia hits. But I've been slacking, really, really, really slacking. For those in Twitch, I'm also on YouTube and Mixer, which is why there's multiple different questions. I'm not just going crazy.
He lies, he's crazy.
There's been a couple of Tri Lavertos. I've sold 2 different Lavertos at Tri. So trying to sit best. Yeah, if you're trying to sit at the best in PvP, then you take the gains where you can, because sooner or later you're going to be investing billions to get a 1 AP gain. And the DK main. Hit level 5 last grind to 56. I'm going to try and go for best gear. Best gear is boss gear. However, it's not realistic to expect boss gear quickly. I would say go 2-piece heave, go 2-piece Grunel, so heave helm, chest, and Grunel gloves, boots. Just because they refuse to put roaring chest piece in the game, and I hate them for it. Yeah, it's sad that there's no Awakening news. I wish there was. It's an absolute nightmare that we're not getting it. Some classes just feel so inferior at the minute without Awakening. I would try to hit a Tri-Laverto at around 35. 3 pieces Tri-Gear in a day is good. If I fuck up my gear and go down to all the casinos, all my characters have over 35 stacks, I should use those stacks on duo. I'm not going back to duo. I would build stacks to 20 and go to duo. If you've got excess stacks on your characters and you've got no one that you can build a stack on, then it's up to you what you do with it. Personally, I'd say going for duo accessories if you need them would be a good use, but I wouldn't overcommit to accessories because they are a sink. Accuracy, accessories are pretty much the same for all classes. At this moment in time though, I would be very careful with accessories, because with Valencia coming we get access to new accessories. So the only things I would really commit to are earrings, such as witch's earrings or blue corals, just because blue corals are a really cost-efficient version. Good stacks for duo dim. Probably again 35. Pirates or Schultz, either one, they're both the same. If all your jewelry is duo already, you could go for try with 30 stacks, but you'd be looking at losing stuff. Like, I'll never tell somebody to go for try on accessories or anything for that matter. It really comes down to where you're comfortable. Sourcens and Pirates give roughly the same experience if you're efficient enough. Ooh, who's this guy? Don't know. No idea who it was. If you've got full Grunel, switching out to 2 and 2, no point. The reason I use full Grunel is so I can more easily switch to boss gear. Well, I'm just ruining these guys' days. I don't even know why I'm at war with them. At 57, if you've got the AP and DP for it, Schultz is good. Or not Schultz so much as Sourcen's Garrison. Hold that for a second. See you later. It's one of my favourite go-to sayings. Hold this for a second. It's proper lame. Oh, howdy. Oh, you're all about to die a miserable death.
What time spawn?
In a second.
Right, it started me.
What? Have we just, like, undeclared war on them or something?
It's got like a spawned.
Oh, has it spawned already? Oh, god damn it.
I told you wasn't listening.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a fight with 6 people, dude. Can't listen when I'm in a fight with 6 people.
Oh shit, I've got no health. I forgot. I left myself in the shrine from last time. I forgot that I had no health from last time.
I'm just not going to be able to hit this boss because I'm going to have to leave all this stuff on. Sorry guys, if I'm not answering chat, it's because I've got to do this, and then there's going to be about 7 or 8 people that want to kill me. I'll be back to answering questions in a minute. We're going to have to go fight after this as well. Once Awakening comes out, range is still going to be really solid in group PvP. Lawn's always going to be fun in 1v1. I'm using an AP offhand at the minute, but I'm switching to accuracy. Will not be using AP much longer. Starting to really feel the need for accuracy.
Are they both downstairs?
Oh, we're not hitting top bracket on damage this time. And I've not got enough mana pots for a fight. There's none on the marketplace. I'm so far up. I'm planning on streaming a couple of hours, and I would say upgrading from an Xbox One to an X is a solid upgrade, especially... Oh, that was close. Especially if you can afford to get an SSD as well. SSDs are just amazing for load times. Helric. Helric, Helric, Helric. I knew this was about to happen. One v guild. Good job, I needed to be at the node anyway. Helric. Calric's accuracy. If anyone wants to try Dupe Ray, I'll be selling it soon. I've got dicked at Zarka. Solid state drive. It's an external hard drive that you want for your Xbox. It'll speed up the load times. Like, this load screen is horrific. You don't. Some Awakening, some absolute skills are 59, some are 60. You don't necessarily have to be 60 for all of them. Alright, we're gonna go pick a fight. Hold this for a second. Oh, here we go, here's the rest of the guild. I'm so dead again. Don't pick on a guild, you can't be on your own. So dead, so dead, so dead.
How are you fighting?
Sorry guys, I'm proper distracted by this right now. It's fun. It's so much fun. I wish the load times were quicker though and I could get back into the fight quicker. Sure Joel, let me have a look. 5 Sorks, wonder where you switch Sork to Moose. Sork. I wouldn't necessarily say that Sork is better, I just enjoy Sork more. Revenge, motherfuckers. We ain't going down without a fight. I love that. You done. No, but your guild is, dude. Damn. No, it's just one. It's not a single button at all, unfortunately. You need to press them all. It sucks ass. This is fun. It's very rare that I get to fight multiple people at once without the guild being there. Like, the guild are probably fighting on a different server. Oh, I think there's too many. Yeah, there's too many. I've got no mana pots. Yeah, if I had a couple more pots and stuff, it might change things a bit, but one more go and then I'll have to swap server before I get shouted at. But this is fun. This is so much fun. Where they gone? Yo! Where we at? Not even buffed yet. Not even started yet. Hey, get back! What the fuck? What the hell? You for real? What the fuck? Man. Oh well, that was short-lived. Accessories on Sork, probably best to go one red coral earring, try witch's earring. When Valencia comes out, you'll want the two new rings. I can't remember what they're called anymore. I think it's crimson or something, or crescent rings. If you got red coral and you got blue coral, they're decent. Decent accessories. Like, you can't even get a good 1v5 anymore without people running away. What the fuck? Oh well. Yeah, Mooses and Sorks are both really accuracy heavy. They really struggle with accuracy, so it's definitely worth picking up accuracy accessories. I haven't even checked what I've got from thingy. Don't need. Oh, both useless crystals as well. I can't believe you posted that. Are you done? I'm never done. I ain't never done. I really don't want to do relics today, so I'll hold off on doing them. Right, so I need my armor enhancing, but to do that I need to pick up some more armor pieces to repair it with. $130 AP, you could try rogues. I'm not running accuracy at the minute, I will be, I'm switching to accuracy. I've got one. Plus 15 Helric right there, but I haven't made the switch just yet. Because I haven't got it to try. Now, to be fair, you only need the accuracy offhand at Pry for it to be worthwhile, so it's not a huge deal. I was trying to buy one off the marketplace, but I just had no joy. And when I do find one, I've never got the money ready, so... I think there was a Pry. Yeah, there's a Pry there for 37 mil at the minute. And there is a Pry Destruction as well, actually, at 54. It's Dewberry at the minute at Try, but as soon as I take that off, I'm going to hemorrhage AP. But the accuracy is going to be more needed. Yeah, AP for PvE is pretty easy to get along with until Valencia, when you're going to need higher items. All this beautiful. Ultimate just reformed, so you can get reform stones off the marketplace. Like, these are the crappy reforms because we haven't got a 100% chance, but if you get enough of them, it's worth a shot. It's worth a bash. Was that your Musa? Oh dude, that was a fun fight. Everyone always likes to ruin my fun. What are you up to now, Chris?
I just switched over to my DK. I'm just doing the quest line.
Cool.
Up to level 45.
No, that was good, dude. You don't have much gear on that moose, though, do you? It didn't feel like you had much. I'm pretty sure you used Tiger Strike towards the end, though. That shit hurts. That really hurts. So yeah, what I was saying, ultimate weapons, you need reform stones, so they're these grade 3 reform stones. And basically you've got a 5% chance for it to go all gold, which is ultimate. And ultimate has the added benefit of 10% special attack damage. Dun, 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 dun. I noticed, Patrick, I noticed you used Tiger Strike way too late. I would have been running a lot more if I'd have realised you'd used it sooner. I wondered where my health went. That fucking hurts. The horse breeding multiplier, I do not have a clue. Don't worry, I have no intention of doing anything. I'm going to get some reform stones and do some reforms. Yeah, I don't have a clue what the horse breeding multiplier is. I used to buy my horses on PC because I hated it with a passion. Rumbling Land. It can go back to green. It can go back to green. It can stay at green. Reforms are risky. Yeah, it took me 94 reform stones when they were at 1,000,000. So I farmed them myself, but it took 94 to get one piece to go ultimate. And then I got 3 pieces in the next 24 stones. RNG sucks in this game. Dual Crescents, try Schultz. Yeah. Dual Crescents, try Schultz, try Schultz Belt, and try Blue Corals are the cheapest option for earrings at the minute. Try Witches if you're feeling fancy, but you're going to upgrade to Tongue Reds anyway, eventually, so I won't bother. For those that don't know as well, once you hit level 61, you get an equivalent of a Tri-Crescent Ring for free. If that's in the game or not, I won't know until the patch launches. Once you hit 62, you get the equivalent of a Tongue Reds earring for free as well, but most people aren't going to hit 62 on Xbox. People in YouTube are way more chatty than Twitch. Then again, most of my views on Twitch are probably from Alfred and busy playing the game anyway.
Yeah, you just got stream snipers on YouTube.
They can snipe me all day, adds fun. Adds fun to the game. It is Siege tomorrow night. I will be streaming the Siege with a delay. Hopefully we get contested. If not, it will be the shortest Siege of the last 3, I'd imagine. Oh no, it'll be the same as last week. This little beauty is perfect at the minute as well, guys. Extra 20% XP and skill XP. Stacks with books. Stacks with this Book of Combat. See, there's constantly so many memory fragments on the marketplace now that the price is just tanked. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Yeah, Hasula's still good. The problem with Hasula is it gets very hard to break the set. It gets so hard to break the set. I mean, the necklace on its own is worth having without the rest of the set just because of the 11 AP. It's such a solid item. The earrings are hard to beat. The rings, you've got mosses that are good, but yeah. And the belt, well, you've got your Schultz belt or you've got your tree belt, so take your pick. Schultz belt's probably the easiest to get hold of. Like Tree Spirits, still selling at 60 mil a piece. They're going to carry on selling at that. Schultz, you can get a tri-Schultz for close to the cost of, sorry, a duo Schultz for the same cost as a standard tree belt, so you're better off buying a duo and just try and hoping it goes. Dude, I ain't buying memory fragments, I've got like 140 to sell. What I'm going to do though is ruin my entire evening and roll this to ultimate. If it goes to ultimate, I'm going to sell it and buy a pry instead, because you know that's how the game works. So you got 40 chances. 40 chances. It's either going to go on one or it's not going to go. Reform. Take it slow. Crimson Flame is still trash though. Back to Temptation, fun times. It's going to end up green and just sit there forever. There we go, it's green again. 5% chance, RNG at its finest. Reforming's just a joke. It's like, we get ultimate reforms at some point, but even they're expensive, but it's not terrible. Right, we're gonna speed this up. It's not going. Watch this for tinfoil hat. Proper tinfoil hat moment. We're going to switch to my home server, my lucky server. There aren't many good silver grinds. I mean, if you're pulling 10 to 20 million, you're pretty much at your limit right now. Hey dude, good evening. 10 to 20 million is pretty much your limit, and you're gated by your gear and your pets. If this goes first time, I'm gonna wet myself. Tinfoilio hatio. Hey, it went ultimate. There we go. With 10 stones left, so it only took, what, 30 attempts? Magic. Magic.
What did you just upgrade? I missed that.
Made my accuracy offhand ultimate. I grind close to about 20 million. And yeah, there's a couple of spots. Most of the spots, to be fair, you can pull close to 20 million an hour if you've got the gear to do it. It's not that hard. But you need the gear and you need the pets. Like, your silver per hour is hugely gated behind pets. It's gated by how quickly you can pick up loot. And if you're not picking loot up quickly, you're just not grinding efficiently, so pets are a big deal. Bailey the Hedgehog's just awesome. I'm quite lucky with my spread of experiences across all these pets as well.
I noticed the difference between 2 and 4 pets is phenomenal. Well,
Yep. What trick, Sean? The server swap. Told you, server swap tinfoil hat. Stop that bad RNG right there. Bad juju. Get off that server and move quickly. Yeah, Viper, you should be able to pull similar 20 million to me. Go Source grind Grunel armor, or go Rogues. Rogues is a really fast grind. Elric is a really, really fast grind as well. If you've got 3 T4 pets in, you should definitely be pulling big numbers if you've got the gear to back it up and you're rotating well. Crafting Grunel? Meh. I'm not crafting Grunel. Like, it would have been a really good money spinner to start with, but I get so much of it. Like, I've got a screenshot. I wonder if I can show you the screenshot of what I got this week from... We did 22 guild bosses. So we do guild bosses like once a week. And we did 22 of them. And I'm not sure if I've got a screenshot of it. There we go. So off 22 bosses, that was my loot. So a Laverto bundle, all of that Grunel, and a bunch of crystals. And Laverto still sat in the bank. 115 Hunter Seals, and 3.4 million in gold, or in silver. And my Sorson's node is only at a 4. Because I am really lazy. And I always forget to throw energy into it. And now that you've reminded me, I kind of need to go gathering. But not before we get the offhand to duo, because everybody loves a trier. And we're going to change the colour of this ugly ass stuff. That's a stupid thing. Investing in a node helps with the drop rate of trash hand-ins and generic random items that drop. It shouldn't have any impact on rare items though. So it's whether or not you've got spare energy. So if you're not gathering, and you're not using your energy for anything, it can't hurt to throw energy into nodes. But the amount of percentage it gives you, yeah.
It's something like 10%, 5% of the time, or something stupid like that.
It's dumb. Whatever it is, it's dumb.
I don't know why they just can't say it's like 0.05% or something.
They normally do say that it's like that, but for some reason they decided in their infinite wisdom they're just going to be assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so increasing the energy in a node increases the drop chance, but not on rare items. It just I say not on rare items. Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Like, some people think it does, some people think it doesn't. Personally, can't ever say that I've felt the difference with a node investment and without a node investment. However, if you're going to spend enough time grinding, you should grind it. No, dude, if you're grinding Abandoned Iron Mine, it's worth it. So you'll be getting more trash drops. You'll be getting more trash loot than you would have been getting otherwise. So definitely not a waste. Tokens are fun. Everything in this game is a grind. Like, seriously a big grind. So the best thing you can do is find somewhere that you're comfortable with a rotation in, that doesn't get heavily contested and that you can grind quite easily. Once you find that, then you'll just settle into it. You just get comfortable there and life isn't so bad. And then you realise that you've spent about 80 hours there and life starts to feel really bad again. From 53 to 56, if you've got the gear on a Musa, I would definitely go to Helms and grind the hills outside of Helms. Awesome grind spot for leveling. Experience is really high. Alright, we really need to go dump some energy before I go and grind. So I'll do the Hellwreck later instead, because I need some armor stones too.
Back in a minute.
Tilted. Need barley meal. Mm, 105 AP probably not. You might want to grind somewhere like Hex Sanctuary until you can get higher AP. If you haven't already got the Asula accessories, definitely get the Asula accessories. Wouldn't let you on that long. Yeah, I struggle with getting time at the minute. Need barley, need med. Need Serendia. So if anybody is cooking, which you probably shouldn't be for the next 2 weeks, you should be saving everything up. Meals are going to be worthwhile cooking again soon. So Serendia meals, they're not worth that much at the minute, but they're going to go up in price again as people start to rotate buffs. Barley meal. No, definitely not a mistake to get Uri to plus 15. It's a decent weapon at plus 15, it'll help you massively with leveling. I wouldn't take it any higher, but that's me personally. I've completely lost the plot of what I was doing. Food pets. Really need to get back into the habit of doing this more instead of wasting wasting loads of money on trash food. Yeah, I wouldn't. The problem being that hards and sharps are an economy, so you're always going to need sharps and you're always going to need hards. And the problem is that you're going to need them to build fail stacks as well in future. So if you can minimize the amount that you have to use right now, it will help you further down the line. Because you're going to have to get to, or you're going to have to attempt try multiple times, and you're going to have to go from pry to duo multiple times unless you get incredibly lucky. I've never heard that NPC speak before. Leveling up nodes is really situational. It's whether or not you've got the CP and the energy to spare. At the minute, your energy should be used in gathering rather than leveling up nodes. However, if you want to level up nodes, level up somewhere that you're grinding consistently that has a really decent amount of drops. Don't waste leveling up nodes that you're going to end up taking it away. And you've got to think that the CP is also being used to invest in those nodes first, so you need to waste CP and energy.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
That fucking Taco Bell.
You what?
That fucking Taco Bell.
I don't want to know, dude. I really don't want to know.
I'm gonna skip the Taco Bell next time.
Sure, I'd skip Taco Bell as well, but you know. Yeah, I'm going to be doing sort content over the next 2 weeks. I need to go over absolute skills anyway. The combos really haven't changed. However, once we hit absolute skills, we do benefit from a much stronger air combo. I'll be looking at covering some more stuff. If you can spare the energy and you can spare the CP, Sorsons is a decent node, Rogues is a really decent node. Abandoned Iron Mine is a decent node. Helric, or Elric, not Helric. Don't know where I got Helric from. Is a decent node. If you've already linked all of the nodes around the islands to Pirates, then Pirates is amazing. However, that's a random loot. Linking Pirates sucks. It takes so much CP, it takes so much time. It's an absolute nightmare. However, it's really good. But yeah, my nodes are still a work in progress. Like, people keep asking me to do the 4th video. The reason I haven't done the 4th video is I haven't put any nodes in. I literally haven't added any nodes since I did the last video. Like the worst ever when it comes to life skills. Keep getting shouted at by people in the guild for not doing it. Can't remember where these buffaloes are. Quite liking these instrumentals. Surely I can't get flagged for copyright for having an instrumental in the background. Ooh, follows are always appreciated. Cheers, Pan4. Awesome. Running around in the circle again. This is what we wanted. Buffalo salt. Soldier. This is the most boring thing in the world, but it has to be done every now and again. Should be a bigger pack of these somewhere. Oh, that's a bad time to get into work, dude. Go get some sleep. It's the weekend for me. Did the whole 4 AM start yesterday. It was not fun. I should just go to Sheep Mountain. This is taking forever. Ah, Rumbling Land, actually. For sharps. Where are we? It's rumbling land. There we go. Why does it look like there's a lot of people there? That's weird. Really strange. Video is a second job. $52 on a Sork. I'd say 2 heave, 2 Grunil if you can get it. The heave's cheap. It also limits the amount of Grunil you have to get and the amount of amnesty you have to mess about with in Altanova. If you want more flexibility, then I'd go full Grunil. But the heave set's decent at the minute. Really want to dump this energy as quickly as I can. But it needs to be on something worthwhile. There's always one or two of these fuckers. This week I'm going to be looking at the absolute skills on Sork and Musa first. And working out some builds people can look to go depending on what the skill points are and what level they are, but for the most part, if you're not 59, it's not really going to be the most relevant stuff in the world. It depends what money you've got, really, if you're going to go dual Laverto or not. If you've got the money for a dual Laverto, you've probably got close to the money for a Zarka. It's just whether or not you're going to then have the money to upgrade the Zarka, or if you're going to have to wait. So, I'd say stay with the Trivuria for now. Valencia's going to bring Rosar as well, so there's other options, cheaper options. Once Rosar comes out, then the lines get blurred between which weapon's the best and which one isn't. What I would say though is, there's going to be a time where it's, should you sell your Uria or not? Nope. You should be holding on to your cooking materials until byproducts come out. No point in cooking right now when we know byproducts are coming in 2 weeks. Keep stocking up that stuff. Save, save, save. So...
Is
it what?
Is that the stuff that's like...
you cook and you get CP.
Dish with extra ingredients and so on?
Kind of, yeah. You get one with CP.
Yeah.
So I've got 5k chicken, 3k eggs, and I don't know where I put my potatoes. But I've got about 7,000 potatoes. So, all set. But I've been waiting for byproducts to come for a while. For other people have cooked and leveled up cooking, I've really not bothered. Because this is going to be where I manage to catch up on CP a bit. In all honesty, they haven't put the other 4 classes on the roadmap, so I wouldn't expect to see them within the next 3 or 4 months. It's just not going to happen. they're struggling enough to get Awakenings out in time, let alone the other classes, so I wouldn't pin any hopes on there being other classes released at any point soon. I could never find the entrance to this place. There we go. This is not even going to be fast to do. We'll give it a bash, we'll have a look. So these mobs, when you can actually kill them, they have a higher chance to drop sharps, and you can farm them without needing to have any thingy equipped, any gathering tool equipped. However, they're not the easiest things to kill. Helms and Rogues graduation quests. Don't believe I've done them. Probably don't have a clue what they entail either. I hate questing with a passion. Yeah, these golems suck, but I wanted to come and see roughly how long it was taking me to kill them, to see if it was going to be worth dumping energy here, and it's not going to be worth dumping energy here. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of energy. Probably just going to sack it off and grind instead. Go and ruin somebody's day up at Sorson's. $15 Laverto and got it to try without any problem. Wow, nice. Don't like rocks. Do not sell a Trilaverto to buy a Zarka until it's enhanced. The thing with this game is you should never put yourself in a position where you go backwards at all. So, always have a backup. So, use your Trilaverto as a backup for your Zarka when you're trying to enhance it. So it means that no matter what happens with the Zarka, you will always have the same AP. You won't drop backwards. Hey, Source. Source responsibly. Jesus Christ, the Source puns never end. Yeah, always have a backup. The Asula set is a great backup for accessories at the moment, however it becomes a lot weaker later. Someone want to go and list a bunch of mana pots? Chris, go and list a bunch of mana pots.
Serious?
Yeah.
Let me find a vendor.
Go and list 100 mana pots on the marketplace for me. Max. Yeah, look, I'll even give you... You make 56k off it. $56k for the first person that lists 100 mana pots.
Oh. I'm going to fucking list a lot of mana pots. Someone else will have done it. There's like a million mana pots on.
Yeah, well. Such is life. I got no beer. I should have got some beer on the way home. Down. I'm going to take the memory fragments down and take a punt on them going up to 1200 by the morning. I got so much junk that I need to get rid of. So much. Yeah, there'll be better rings. So, there will be better rings in Valencia. However, they will be boss tier rings, so they will be gold, which means that they need much higher fail stacks to enhance. They will also be a lot more expensive, which is really good for making money, but really horrible if you're trying to enhance. So, Ogre rings are notorious for being the last accessory you ever upgrade because of the sheer cost of them. However, next in line are Tungrad's earrings and crescent rings. Basilisk belt. I don't think I've missed something. No, I haven't. That's all. So, Tungrad's, Bazzi, and your crescents. Now, the crescent rings, though, you only need one. You only need to get one crescent ring to try, or duo. I'd say get it to duo and you're pretty set. Get one crescent ring to duo, and then focus on leveling to 61, where you'll get an equivalent of a crescent ring for free anyway. From there, you should probably switch to Bazzi and get your Basilisk belt. You want try witches or try blue corals to tide you over until you get duo Tungrads. But with Valencia, the game is going to slow down a lot for the vast majority of people. It's going to become incredibly expensive to progress. If you're not making silver, you're not going to progress for a long time. And it sucks. It really does suck, but that's how the game is. It's going to be so time consuming. For the vast majority of the player base, it is a safer bet to buy accessories off the marketplace and not to enhance. Enhancing is a nightmare. Kind of want to steal somebody's spot, but sack it. It's too many people to contest. Someone following me? No. Hashtag remember Bash. So I did my grind spot. You really gonna want to leave this place right now? Diamonds are okay.
Right, 100 on the market.
Really? At 56k?
Yeah. I'm sure I'm going to lose out on this due to the sales tax, but...
I'm pretty sure someone's just bought them.
Just refresh it, it might take in a second.
Because I had a pre-order up, so it should have went through immediately. Yeah, they're gone.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, now do you want to do it again?
Nah, that's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If we collected a lucky shiny... Hey, no, I've got them. Cheers. Oh my god, I've got them, but my maid... Oh no, my maid's not on cooldown, it's fine. With a little help from my friends.
Totally right. Completely out of my way there.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about grinding, the good thing about getting your money from your workers and stuff is it's an extra income that's semi-passive. So there's 3 different types of income. You've got passive income, AFK income, and active income. Active is from grinding. Passive is purely from things like your nodes bringing in materials and relisting them on the marketplace. AFK is when your character is tied up doing something but you don't need to be there, so be it cooking, processing, fishing. What you want to do is have a nice mix of all 3, but you've got to remember your AFK income varies dependent on a lot of the more Pearl Shop pay-to-win kind of things, like the costumes that aren't available right now. Overall though, yeah, if you can get a decent passive income, then that's cool. For me though, if I'm going to spend time at the computer, then it's going to be grinding, because that's the only way that I'm going to get experience to level up, and by leveling up, I inherently get stronger, and I also make relatively decent money. Doesn't help though that Sork's not a very good grind class at the minute.
So those potions cost me 500 ago, and I got 64 back.
Hell yeah, that's a worthwhile investment, dude. That's economics right there. Buy high, sell low.
Yeah.
That's what my economics teacher taught me. That's why I'm always broke. Buy high, sell low. Called philanthropy or whatever it is. That's what that is.
It's called idiocy.
Yeah, that too. You did it. You didn't exactly
I-
take coercing, did you?
No, I was happy to do it.
See? Support right there.
I don't want this stream getting boring or anything, do I?
Support system.
It's like, all he does is buy fucking potions, there's nothing.
That's all I do anyways, buy fucking potions, run around buying pots. Right, either tonight or tomorrow I'm hitting fucking 58.
I think you've been saying this for like 2 weeks.
I have, because I just don't have the commitment to the cause. Yeah, grinding's your consistent income. You're consistently able to pull around 20 million. I mean, you can pull more if you do some of the more finicky rotations, but as soon as they get contested, you lose out on money. Which is why I very rarely do them. There are places where you can make significantly more money in Valencia, which is what we're all waiting for. However, without Awakening, without 5 pets, and without tier 4 pets, you're still limited on your income. And I've lost the inclination to buy more pets right now. Tier 3 will be more than enough. Especially if they're not going to give me Awakening to the point that I can grind.
It'd be sensible to drag out.
Not sensible to drag this out. Terribly unsensible. They should have given us Awakening and held off on Valencia, but, you know, idiots. Yeah, we'll get a 5th active pet. God knows when. But to be fair, considering that these guys are really money hungry right now, it wouldn't surprise me if it's like in the next month. The thing a lot of people didn't realise is they've released absolute skills, but unless they give us a free skill reset, most people can't use them. Like, most people won't be able to use the absolute skills because they won't have the skill points to get them, even if they are 59, without resetting skills. So it's a really easy way of selling a skill reset, because everybody's going to want to pick up absolute skills because they are huge for pre-awakened damage. Because they're meant to be skills that come after Awakening, and they're meant to be like a final tier of some certain skills, it's just going to be huge in damage. I'd say group grinding in Valencia is probably going to be your safest bet. I mean, depending on where you're grinding and what you're trying to grind, I can tell you for a fact that Alpha will not be at Pirates during Valencia. So, whereas we've been on this little island, relatively away from everybody, until sieges have happened, Alpha will be back and grinding and contesting grind spots. We've affectionately tried to name Pirate Island as Alpha Island, but I don't think it's going to take. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. I just hate going there. If it wasn't so far to go on a boat, I wouldn't mind. But it just takes so long to get there. And there's so much messing about to actually make it profitable. And it's too late now with Valencia coming up, I'm not going to grind coins enough. I don't think there's a huge amount of active people in the game outside of some of the bigger guilds. You gotta think, like, even if there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people, guilds can have up to 100 people each. And people are spread really thin on the ground across all the different guilds. And we're losing people left, right and centre at the minute to the game because they're not used to this kind of enhancing style. And people have just hit a roadblock where they're not going anywhere with gear. Yeah, if it's your first time, it's worth taking your time. I mean, I'm going to do a video on prepping for Valencia because there's some things everybody needs to know. Like, you can die in Valencia just from being in Valencia. You can die just because you're out and about. That's the funny thing about Valencia. There's a desert debuff in the desert, and you literally need to have water and tea, and you need to carry extra consumables around. So there's going to be a lot of people new to BDO that are just going to walk into Valencia, go out into the desert and die. And it's going to be hilarious. So they're just absolute skills or increased damage on our current skills. So the example I've given everybody that I've been talking to about Sork is Dark Flame's our main damage pre-awakening. It's like a huge damage. Now, the current damage modifier on Dark Flame is 846%, give or take, around 846%. Once you get the absolute version of Dark Flame, it goes from 860 whatever percent up to 1142%. So you're looking at like 300,000 increase on that. But it also gains an additional hit. So it also gains an additional full hit of 1100%, which means that it hits massively harder, and it also hits an extra 2 targets. It goes up to 10 instead of 8. So Dark Flame becomes a much stronger skill, and it allows us to cut through people a lot quicker. So Sorks get stronger in that respect. Thankfully that's at 59 and not 60, so it's reasonably attainable for most people, especially once Valencia hits and leveling gets faster. Or at least leveling to 60 gets faster. That's a pretty long-winded explanation of absolute skills. I'll do a much better job in the video, I promise. And I will be pointing out what skills to get and what not to get, because there are some dead ends. But Sork's one of the classes that once Awakening comes out, we flick from non-Awakening to Awakening so much that absolute skills really benefit us as a class. I need a cig. I need a cigarette. Don't smoke it, stay at school. Yep. Back in a minute.
Oh, just like spent 2 minutes at catfish and got a treant earring, like straight away. Bonus. My main's a LAN.
I'm back for a bit.
I'll come back.
Not sure for how long, but for a little bit. I mean, having the apps on phone is so convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know why my sock feels weaker today than normal.
I just spent 2 minutes at Catfish and I got a treant like straight away within the first few mobs.
Yeah, you will do. Right, let's try and get this chat sorted again so it actually shows properly. Yeah, I do need to vape instead, dude. I need to get my vape working again. It's costing me too much to smoke.
I remember when you used to have that oil just on your desk, it used to smell so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it again. Definitely gonna vape again. Whoa, 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 this is, I think not, dude. Time to get off my grind spot. Hold that one for a second. Yeah, because that was always never gonna land. Full comboed.
Tell you what, grinding with DK is so brain dead compared to LAN.
Grinding with most classes is brain dead, man. Play Sock. Sock is life. Sock is love. Sock is life.
Alright, dude. I'll give it a shot. I mean, she looks a lot like Konoichi in the kind of the way that she works.
Dare you compare Sock to any other class?
Hmm?
And how dare you compare Sock to any other class?
You can compare anything to anything.
Sock is a unique entity in itself. 400 and something. Oh, hi, buddy. You're coming back again.
Does someone think he's people?
Someone think he stand a chance. Hold this for a second. So yeah, every time I say hold this for a second, it's when I throw out shard explosion.
Yeah, you need to start your own subreddit.
This
Call
is
it like
my
Hold My Blackstone.
grind spot.
Did you get your chat all combined into one thingy?
No, I've got it split screen on my
Uh,
thing. I'm not gonna die to a LAN, am I? Come on, let's face it. Got about as much chance of killing me as the other guys got. If you run away, it just saves me the fucking karma.
you should give it up.
Yeah, just run away. Saves me a whole lot of effort if people run away.
I suppose the end goal is them to not be there and you to be there, so...
Well, yeah, the end goal is this is my grind spot, go away. I'm not sure what's going on in the guild at the minute, but it's all good. Sure someone will shout me if I'm needed. What is my guess card? 2, 3, 18, 4, 4, 4, 18 ish. Ugh, that's low. That's really low right now. I shouldn't have blew up duo accessories. All I want is a plus 15 Grunil to make this whole process worthwhile. Oh my god, he's back again. This is the definition of karma bombing, essentially. So when somebody repeatedly comes back and dies to the point where you literally just have to fucking leave them. Yeah, dude, glad it's helping you out. That's the purpose of it. The videos help people out, it's definitely worthwhile doing it. Black Desert is not an easy game to get to grips with.
Tell me about it.
There's a distinct lack of creators doing anything on Xbox. We've got a lot of PC streamers, a lot of PC content, but it just doesn't translate across at the minute. So there's a lot of misinformation that people are getting on what's good and what's bad at this point in time.
Even a lot of the basic stuff, like MP, completely like relocated.
Yeah.
So it doesn't translate well at all.
Unfortunately not. Daz is here. Where are you, Daz?
Someone just load a shit ton into me. I killed them all.
Nice.
I'm not at the PvP level, so sadly.
Right, so Daz is grinding here somewhere. Everybody's pretty much switched over to the SP grind now instead of experience. I think he might have hit 60, and that's probably why he's grinding sources now. I'm having serious weight issues today, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm carrying some extra rubbish around for a change. Kinda hope that Musa comes back just so I can declare war on his guild. Only so many warnings you get. Yeah, it's reasonable to get to. Depends how much time you can invest in it. I mean, we've got a bunch of people at 60 in the guild, but they've invested a lot of time, and that's what their focus has been on. The thing to remember though is like 61, 62 is pretty much where most people are going to stop. Like that's where your XP gains get to the point where you just don't bother anymore. Like you passively get experience. Just not worth the extra effort. Fail stacking for try. Unfortunately, the easiest way to fail stack for try is to fail stack from prior to duo on items, on armor and stuff. It's going to be your go-to. But because hards and sharps are so hard to get hold of at the minute, why is it only 85k? What the hell? I'll get rid of it. It's just not that easy to get the stacks that people need. Oh, that's why. Fucking stupid. Carrying them around with me. Officers can declare, but we've got a channel on Discord that lets us declare. Basically, we just ask for one of the officers to declare. It used to be something I spent a lot of the day doing when I was an officer. Literally just declaring, cancelling wars, declaring, cancelling wars. Like, we'll contest grind spots all the time, and it's just more manageable if you declare war. And then people tend to back out pretty quickly once they realise that we've declared war on them. It's amazing how many guild masters will get really annoyed with their members if they start getting declared on because of them.
Do they get the opportunity to figure out who it was? Or...
guild leaders will often ask us who it was and why.
Right.
When they ask us to undeclare and to remove the war. Guilds are starting to get the hang of the game now. More and more people are starting to get to grips with what it is, what it's like to be in the game, what it's like to be in war. I mean, wow. So Broly and Pain are going to town on people. Hope that was worth being negative karma. It's pretty funny, to be fair, watching people go like minus a million karma. I wear Dewberry for grinding because I'm at a point where these mobs don't need the extra accuracy. I just finished a ultimate Dewberry, an ultimate Hellrick today that I'm taking back to try because I sold my other one. I'm ready for Valencia and for PvP because people are getting to the point now where the accuracy is needed. Some people in the guild have done testing on accuracy and it's making a huge difference fighting Zerkers and Strikers to have the extra accuracy right now. And that's with us being at the higher levels of gear as well, still needing accuracy, so if you're below the kind of gear that I'm in, definitely need accuracy. Asula just doesn't give enough. You really struggle with accuracy. Did want to attempt to bypass the accuracy bracket with AP, but it's not going to work. I'm not going to hit enough AP to be able to deal with it. So the way that AP works in this game is there are different tiers of AP, and you get bonus AP that you don't see on your sheet, it's hidden, but you get bonus AP based off how much AP you've got, and at a certain point in the game you will hit enough AP that you need to drop accuracy to continue to grow. But it will be a point where accuracy drops off completely and you just go full AP and pretty much destroy everything. Once we get to that point in the game, it turns into whoever CCs first wins. So it becomes less about being able to combo and more about being able to avoid damage and engage at the right times. I've been quite fallen in love with these soundtracks. One red coral, I wouldn't really go two, but I'm not 100% sure on DK whether two's needed. Also, getting them to try sucks, they're so expensive right now. Like, I really want to skip red coral if I can help it, because I don't want to do red corals, I hate them. We're getting Kutum as well with Valencia, so that's going to change things a bit. First piece of Grunel, finally. Jesus, took way too long. Yeah, Broly likes, oh shit, I don't know who's new, but who joined the guild? Oh wow, Taki got his tri-boots. Yeah, I hate Taki. For the longest time I was ahead of Teki in gear and now I'm like miles behind him. That's such a good week of gearing. We've had two from Pirates. Broly leveled up to level 60 at Pirates and didn't see a red coral earring. Fastest way to get to level 57 plus, find a good grind spot that your gear is relevant for and settle down for the long ride. I've been doing 57 at Source for God knows how long now. Pirates is the best experience, but it's just pain to get there, especially if your guild needs you for anything. Hey. Probably gonna die during this message. So if you want to know what it takes to get into alpha, go and ask that guy. Yeah, it stays pri if you reform it. Reforming has no impact whatsoever on your enhancement. It doesn't even impact the chance to enhance or anything like that. It doesn't impact the materials needed to repair. Purely just gives you a benefit. £5,000 a week, yeah. You got to donate £5,000 a week to be an alpha. Where did that even come from? Like, I can't remember who started that, but that was hilarious. To get into alpha now, you've got to have relevant gear compared to the guild, so we're talking really good gear. Like, I'm at the bottom scale of alpha, so if you haven't got better gear than me, then chances are it's not going to happen. And you're going to have to show exceptional ability to play class. You're probably going to get tested in the arena by one of the officers. And you need to show exceptional ability to play class, because there's so many people applying to alpha. Like, it's not a case of you apply, you get in by any stretch, but once you're in alpha, that's pretty much it. You won't leave. There is zero reason to ever want to leave alpha. And yeah, I remember now. I remember the whole discussion about it in general chat. That we donated £5,000 a week to Techie to be able to be in alpha. It's freaking ridiculous. Don't donate £5,000 to Techie, they donate it to me. There's a lot of mandatory things with alpha as well. So you're expected to have Discord and be available for Discord on siege days. You're expected to be available at sieges, so on Saturday nights. There's no negotiating that. If you can't make sieges, then you're of no use to the guild at all. There is also, depending on if we don't have a castle at any point, or if we don't have a region at any point, you'll be expected to go to the mandatory nodes, which can be anywhere up to 4 or 5 times a week, if not more, depending on what the guild needs at any given point. You need to be active. You're expected to be helping with guild missions when there's a call for guild missions. You pretty much agree to go to the server that you're told to go to whenever you're told to go there. There's a big emphasis on PvP. Obviously, being a PvP guild, there will be random sporadic fights that break out at any given time, and people will just flock to it if they're called to it. You're expected to follow rotations on world bosses as well. So we rotate world bosses in a specific way as a group. And obviously, like I said, you need your gear. 380 gear score isn't going to cut it at this point in time, unfortunately. The vast majority of the guild is over 450. That being said, it isn't hard to get 450 at the minute if you've got enough playtime. Problem is, if you don't have the playtime to get to fuck off with your enhancing Techie. If you don't have the playtime to get to the requirements, field bosses, yeah. If you don't have the... And this happens as well. You'd need to contact one of the officers in game or go to the forums and check the recruitment post. But yeah, you'd need to increase gear score before they'd consider it. And yeah, field bosses, not world bosses. Same thing, different name. Woo! Kill the Medea assassins. It's like one of the few times I've been doing guild missions for a while. Oh, there's wild hunt people around. My guild, my spot, my spot, my spot. Hold that for a second. You're a wizard? Oh no, there's two of them. Wow, I'm gonna die at my own grind spot. Died at my own grind spot. Wow, nice, Billiam. Yeah, we ain't having that. Wow, that desync. Wow, that desync fucking murdered me. Sorsons is a little bit less than pirates, but not by a whole lot. That fucking... Fucking dying to mobs. Wow, the lag in desync is real. Ah, this sucks. Desync is killing me. I could just land a combo once. Right, there we go, finally. Oh my god, the desync sucks.
It's off.
I swear to god, if the lag wasn't so terrible here, this would have been over ages ago.
Are you fighting?
Mm-hmm. Literally can't do shit because fucking lag is insane. Oh, there's world bosses on, field bosses on, that's why. Fuck's sake.
Just at level 50.
Fucking hell, one down. Jesus. Pretty sure I looted like more Grunil while fighting them than I did while I was grinding. I like that. I like that people recognize me in game as well. That was interesting, man. Dying to lag sucks though. Like, I hate not being able to iframe properly because there's a little bit of a delay. After I got a knockdown, it depends, to be fair, it depends where they are in the CC chain. If they're in the very start of the CC chain, I bet you do your dick. Everyone teabags me. If they're at the very start of the CC chain and that's the very first knockdown, then I use Darkness Released forwards, which is forwards and B. That will down smash and extend the knockdown. I'll then kick combo them with beat kick, crow flare, or crow flare beat kick, whichever way around it is. Crow flare beat kick. And then I'll shard explosion. It's all about positioning. You got to be in the right position at the right time to land that kind of stuff. Yeah, if it's the second CC, so say I've messed up the first combo and got a knockdown, and then I get a second knockdown, but it's with Shadow Eruption, for example. I can't follow that up with any CC. They're immune at that point in time if I've done it within 5 seconds, so I'll Shard Explosion for the damage, and then I might Dark Flame. If Dark Flame's off cooldown and it's got the frontal guard, then I'll 100% Dark Flame for the extra damage. Hey Jerry, evening dude. But yeah, it's all about where they are. I always get a lot of Gruner while I'm here. The good thing is as well, if you get a plus 15 or something, it's like an instant 30 million. It's just such a good grind spot. I'm only on this side because we're doing a guild quest as well, but I never contribute to guild quests. I'm like the laziest guild quest contributor ever. Yeah, this spot's usually okay. But the problem with this spot is there aren't big groups of mobs, so the experience is trash. The main spot in Sorsons is hands down the best. If you grind in here, then you just sacrifice experience for a quieter time. After a knockdown to close the gap, it's I want to say Russian Crow, right trigger. But you don't want to land the CC, so you don't want to hit them with it. You want to aim to get next to them, or just in front of them, so you've got to gauge the gap. Coincidentally though, you should be using it to cancel out the animation on Dream of Doom anyway, so it should pretty much be on cooldown from that. Gotta remember as well that Darkness Released has quite a range on it, so the frontal smash has quite a bit of a range on it. So you don't need to be like right on top of them. Gladiators, I want to say, is the same loot drops, just harder mobs. Just hit like a truck and CC like crazy. Which is why nobody's ever down there on the beach, despite how good it is as a grind spot.
Percentage you want? It's too blurry to read it.
Yeah, sorry.
Percentage you want? It's too blurry to read on screen.
Is it blurry? Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
88%.
88, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I thought it might be like 98.
No, not a chance in hell. I'm probably going to get 90% and go to bed. Finish 10% off tomorrow.
The bit rate's not too great, to be fair.
Really? Should be on like 720 or 1080.
No, not the resolution, the bit rate.
Should be on like 7,000 or something.
Really?
Unless sometimes my router needs restarting though.
It could easily be me as well, though, to be fair.
Could be.
Could be, yeah. Could be auto adjusting it. I don't know.
Yeah, congrats on the Zarka, dude. If you got that, Sorks are definitely a solid choice to put it on. I really give it a good shot of not playing Sork, and it just didn't last very long. I've just trapped myself. I've just trapped myself with no way of getting loot onto... Ah, shit. No. Ah, thank God for that.
Yeah, it's 1,001. Yes.
It's what?
11 and 1200 for your bit rate.
Yeah, my router needs restarting. Oh well.
Which ISP is going through?
You what, sorry?
Which ISP are you going through?
Vodafone. Not for long.
Because sometimes, I know with Virgin, if you've got like a decent upload speed, but if you upload a certain quantity with a certain time, it throttles it.
Yeah, no, Vodafone's normally fine. It just needs restarting every couple of days. Otherwise it just falls to shit. Oh well, 2%. 2% and then bed. Actually, I might not even bother getting 2%. I might just go and set myself up to fish and then finish this tomorrow once I've done all the shopping. I don't think we're going to be contested at Siege, so I should have more than enough time to grind it out. And I want to grind a different spot. Keeping that one a secret. This is just at the side of Sawsons. Well, that flashed for all of a second. If you go to the main garrison and the main node and head north, it's there. It's a hill spot. It's not the best spot to grind at Sawsons. If you can be bothered, then you're better off contesting a spot and taking the whole spot somewhere else. It's just not worth it here. Not for XP anyway. Sawsons in general, although it drops Grunel, you drop a load of Kreia crap. And Kreia you have to melt down for it to be worthwhile. Because if you melt Kreia, then, or if you melt any weapon, and offhand in general, there's a chance that you'll get crystals instead. And they sell for about 150k, which is double or triple the price of the actual Kreia items. Which coincidentally is one way of making some money off the marketplace. I wouldn't advise it though, because you have to then process it further for it to be worthwhile. I might try and get my armor to duo or try and then go to bed actually. How many have I got? Not enough. Not enough. I need to get more. Yeah, green can go straight to yellow. Did it before on my offhand. However, it was very unlikely. Just because blue's got a higher chance than yellow has. What was the other question? 14 to 15. Ooh. Yeah, it's around 35. It's a horrible spot to go. It's going from 14 to 15 is harder than going from Pry to Duo. It's fucking stupid. It's like the stupidest thing in the world. I hate upgrading Zark. Well, I hate upgrading boss gear in general. Yep, it's 5%, regardless of what grade the item already is. If you want to follow my tinfoil method, if you fail more than 10 times, switch server. There's absolutely nothing for your chance to enhance or for your chance to reform, but it makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you're doing something constructive to influence your RNG. Get any chest piece? I got one chest piece. I can do that. Nice. I've got like the world's worst luck when it comes to RNG. It took 12 stones to get my chest to pry. It's like stupid. Alright, we're going back to Valencia. That's a failure. Can't be bothered. Gonna go enhance and then go to bed. I'll go fish and go to bed. One or the other. God, this mount sucks. I can beat your 13 and raise you 94. It took 94 stones for one piece of gear to go to ultimate. I've got a clip of it somewhere. Like, that's not even mathematically sound. It's got a 5% chance, but it took 94. Doesn't even make sense. Somebody's finally buying strawberries. Okay, these are going to go up to over 1,200 again tonight, which means that that's a sound sale. Yeah, normally if something fails that much, don't want to replace the piece of gear or something stupid. I do something drastic. So we need this piece to duo. Then we need all three to try this week, which is going to be a pain. Alas, that is life. Yeah, it's funny. There's so many blue items on the marketplace because people were just like, yeah, I give up on that. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to find my fail stack sheet and I've lost it. Might just do it tomorrow actually. I need 26s. Oh, there's my potatoes. I'm going to use the Helric to fail stack on for my armor, I think. Sorry, cancel that. Scratch that. Right, I'm getting off streaming, guys. I'll be streaming the Siege tomorrow, though. So it'll be 7 PM in the UK. Fingers crossed somebody turns up and we get a fight. Peace.